Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Happy Thursday. Y'all know it's late. I ain't gonna be in too long. Y'all already know it. You already know I ain't gonna be too long. It's late. It's late. But I'm all excited. I'm definitely gonna be up, y'all. I'm definitely gonna be up. My sister got me some skates, and y'all already know I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Tina, how you doing? Says, how you doing, King Just John? Dana, how you doing? Says Susan, how you doing? Says Wanda, how you doing? Says, how you doing? How is it going? How is your Thursday? Are you excited for the weekend? Are you excited to get to the weekend? Is the weekend just the weekend? How you doing? It's Throwback Thursday. It's throwback. I don't know what we be going back. I don't know. Sometimes you talk about the past and it show up and go, and I should have talked about it. I done talked it up. Now you be talking about somebody on Monday and Wednesday they'll pop up out of nowhere or call you or send a message. Cool gamer, how you doing? How you doing? Jared, how you doing? How's it going? But yeah, they'll just pop up out of nowhere. You done talked them up. That happens to me all the time. I swear. I'll just be talking about somebody, and then they'll pop up, or somebody will see them. I don't have to see them, but somebody like, man, remember we was just talking about Poop Poop the other day? I bumped into him at. I talked to him. We never talk up to people I don't want to talk up. I just need to know. That's all I want to know. I don't know what is going on with my. Here we go. Here we go. Here's my chat. I'm like, I don't want to read it from the. I don't want to read it from that. Crying Red, how you doing, sis? Heidi Black, how you doing, sis? How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody doing? I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep up with the comments because we've been sit here and chit chat. We're gonna chit chat about things going on. Nice, I think YouTube, so that is amazing. Because before I do go into just talking about what's going on, YouTube wise, I do have to talk a little jag because I am so confused. I'm so confused with the as the jag turns. I'm like, okay, wait. So, like I said the other day, I just don't understand how Jag seems so shocked that she had the other charges. Nobody told her. It's been all over the YouTube. It's been all on the YouTube. Harmony, how you doing? It's been all on the YouTube streets. How does she not know when she's talking to the YouTube? But I kid y'all not, if y'all watch that video, honey, when she is on there and she says she went to court, and I got the other case, and they saying it was a terrorist attack on them. It was me. It was me. She don't even know the right incident of where the charges stem from, and she don't even realize that she put on the YouTube streets because that's how Jaguar be saying YouTube. I'm like, why did she say it like that? The YouTube. I'm like, why is it the YouTube? I don't know. So we just gonna say it in honor of Jag. Till they free her, free her till it's backwards. Till they free her, it's YouTube. So she the one put the videos on the YouTube streets that not only let us know what officer it is that put this claim against you, that the things you said. We heard it. You played it. You gave it to us live and in living color, and it was better than Homie the Clown skit. It was great. It was great. But I'm like, she's confusing me there. Then when her girlfriend called in, her girlfriend was under the impression. Because I know Jack, I could just picture it. I could just picture it. Me being one of the Sallys up in there. I could just picture it. Jag sitting around, taking them all to the boom boom room every night. I guarantee y'all, it was, what's the name of that movie? Life? It was Life every night. Every night they had Jag up in there from April 14th till she got up out of there. Hey, she was giving them life. And I'm talking about Life the movie. Um, she was telling them how she had a network. She had 800 employees to the network. How she ran YouTube. Um, how she knew all the celebrities. She was telling them stories. I bet they was just in sales, just naming celebrities, and she had a story. They was like Frank Sinatra. She was like, bam, Frankie. They was like Beyonce, bam, B. You know, anybody they name, they was digging into the crates of celebrities. You know, they was like Eddie Kane. Eddie Kane, a whole character off the Five Harpies. They was like Eddie Kane. She knew stories about him. Say, wait, how you know stories about the character? This is Mango Minute Maid. If it was liquor, I'd tell you, because I'm grown, but it's not. You know, I don't want a red cup. Red cups ain't got good names no more. Red cup, and I am not trying to do a this or do that. Though I see how it could imply. I was actually gonna give it to Lil Wayne. Remember that? Don't worry about what's in my cup. Whatever's in my cup, I'm like, damn, what's in this cup? Shit, now I want to know what's in this cup. I want some of what's in this cup. The best part of waking up is knowing what's in Lil Wayne's cup. I need to know. Shit. Anyway, back on Jag. But I'm like, okay, so we know Jag was in there giving them the boom boom room because old girl said, speaking of Lil Wayne, she kind of favored Lil Wayne. You know, nothing against you, Shawty. Nothing against you, Shawty. It's a Louisiana thing. You definitely was giving me Nolans all in you. But that ain't nothing against you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, I guess. I don't know. But I can't say Jag was doing gay for stay because she was only there a month. I mean, a month broke her down. No. I'm telling y'all, Jag would be a happier person if she just was gone ahead and be free. Just mess with women because first of all, you gonna keep messing with men that you could treat like. And I hate saying treating a man like a woman. Like treating a woman means to treat her bad. You're supposed to treat a woman delicately. You're supposed to treat a woman with respect. You're supposed to treat a woman, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know where all that comes from. We'll say like, so I'm treating that man like a woman. They over there smacking the dude around. So that's true. Anyway, y'all. Margene. Yes. No, I think she should just go all the way. I think that between the things she's told us, whether they true or false that have happened to her, I think she doesn't have that with me. I just don't think that's for her. I don't think it's her cup of tea. But that's in my opinion. I'm not of a JJ. But like I said, she was only in that month. And this relationship sounded like it was, it sounded like it was gonna go to the streets. Like it didn't sound for the stay. It sounded like it was for real. Like it was because a girl was like, Jag didn't say goodbye or even say, bitch, I hate you. I said, wait, what? She said, big gang bang, being so messy. He gonna say, she didn't leave her commissary. I said, she didn't say goodbye. That girl left the wind that was floating off her. I don't know if she thought she was going to freedom. I said, you're just getting in the backseat of this car and driving on over to Dallas, girl. It's going to, I guess it's good scenery. I don't know. But anyway, but the girl was like, yeah, so Jag said that they was going to come up with her like 2,200. Because that's the funny part. Jag had an idea of whatever, with her bonds and all. Because she didn't get the case yet. But anyway, the girl said, then she said she was going to come back and get me because mine only 800. And then the girl said that Jag, because I had to pause myself when I just said that. Wait, was Jag coming to get her? Or was Jag gonna run some money scam on the internet and get the 800 for it too? Were we gonna be raising money for to free her? King Payne asked girl how long she been in there. She said like 50, 60 days. He said, oh, 56. She said, I don't know. I've been in here since March 26th. Shit, do the math. I know it's almost May 26th. I know that damn much. I know we knocking on the 26th of May's door, girl. That's what I know. You said March 26th, Jag came in on the 14th of April. Mm. And both of those dates are very important birthdays to me. March 26th is my oldest son's birthday. The 14th, then come on now. These are very important birthdays. I'm like, and they getting, But yes, then Jag said that. So then Jag said, like I told y'all the other day, that she wanted to get some money on her commissary because she was gonna make some fish tuna or some fish pasta. Time out. One thing I know about any of my buddies that did a stretch, you know what I'm saying? Any person I know did a stretch, they got out at least by 2017. You know what I'm saying? So usually that's anybody I knew. But when they name the foods, it don't really be that. So I'm wondering what's the fish? Like, what is the fish? And she was naming that burrito. I got rice. I got she named everything, but the stuff that I usually put on a burrito. And I'm like, she telling us like we are incarcerated. Then she said, because I know how to jail. Yeah, I know how to jail. Ain't nothing. Just jail. And I said, girl, sit down. If you know how to jail, then why ain't you go ahead and take that extradition 3, 4 weeks ago? You could have been out. You could have been back on YouTube. YouTubing. Now you on there like Shine giving us his last track. Shh, shh. Yeah, Shine, I'm on a bad boy. You're like, oh no, there's no bad boy on. The reception is shitty. The Wi-Fi is trash. Like, no. Be safe, Crime Red. Oh, you know they do. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. They do. The good ones and the bad ones. See that one, the bad one. But nothing's going on. Love you too, Crime Man. Have a good one, sis. Enjoy your walk. It's beautiful out here today. It's like 80 degrees. Okay. But yeah, uh yeah, so I'm like, Jag, I just wanna know this much. If she going to court in Texas and Texas is holding her, are they gonna take the braids out? Ain't nobody asking lingering questions. Cause now we letting weave in. So all y'all on the case, get it. Get a sew in, get a this. Cause I remember they pulled it all off Little Kim. I was like, girl, bye. Girl, you thought eyelashes was girl. 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 They was girl. You finna do a photo shoot. Cause the only photo we doing is when you come up in here, intake, girl. You not there'll be no interviews. No, the your fans might be back here interviewing you, girl. But we don't give a damn. Now you know they did. You know they did. Especially the freaky men. You know they cared. He's like, girl, I read them articles. Girl, you want to get them eyelashes back up in here? You need some more eyelashes back up in here? But now, Jag, I don't think that's going to happen for you, girl. It might, though. It might. Oh, because look, he in the front. It's a nice day. People are walking down the street like they should. Cars are riding past where you can hear people talking as they drive past in their car. And he had to bark at somebody. Nothing was going on. Well, he seemed to merge. He is just seemed to merge. How could he not? Claudia, how you doing? Yeah, how could he not? But y'all, I want to have a skating party. Like I want to put together a skating event. I really do. I really do. I really want to get into some skating shit. I really do. When I pop back on Facebook and they be like, Danny, where you been? I come to Eddie like, I am doing skating parties. Can I come to your city and throw one too? So now you a party promoter? Shit, we gotta make money on this, don't we? And who paying for the club? Who paying for the place? Even if I paid it first, who paying me back? Shit. Sell the tickets. But Rad Jag was in there talking about some. She making a for the love of I don't know who. First of all, you'd have to reflect a loving relationship, or that you could hold love, or whatever. That you knew how to give love, whatever. Before I'd be thinking, unless it was like for the love of Ray J or something. I'm like, who's not coming for the, you know, cock-a-doodle-doo? I'm sure they had 1,000 women just applying for the show for that. Because they damn sure wasn't coming on there for, one wish, one wish, one wish. No. And I was thinking, they running in there for the big old, you know what? And that flick was boring. Like, that was such boring. I was like, is Kim high? I'm not even getting into that flick, y'all. I'm not about to get into that tape. It's old, but I'm just saying. But even with Ray J, now when they did Flavor, I was like who's lining up to get up with Flavor? But for the Flavor of Love was good. It was good. It was good, clean, and wholesome. When you talking about trash, it was good, clean, and wholesome trash. It was a good kind I like. I love some old trashy reality TV. And at first, I liked some old trashy reality YouTube. And I said, this got a little too trash. Like, you could smell it like we driving back through the dumpsters. Like, I don't like that kind of trash. That's filthy. That's filthy. I can understand messy. You was tired. I don't understand filthy. That mean you're nasty. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, so that was going on. Let's see. Oh, it looks like Sparkle been knocking on Tree's door for what? 6 months, 7 months, trying to get attention, and finally see that they responded. Well, we know she responded a couple of weeks ago when she put it on her community. And here's the thing: I don't even go over there like that. And it came across my thing. I said, "Wait, who is this? What is this? Charges on charges on charges. Who is this?" Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing? How have you been? That's what count. How you doing? And glad to see you. And of course, welcome back, welcome back, welcome. And look, if you ain't been on the streets at all, you ain't missed nothing. Same old shit, different toilets. Same old. I mean, literally, but same shit. But yeah, so yeah, she finally responded. And of course, in good old Sparkle fashion, he was playing it on his doggone channel. Just, just playing. And not commentates with it. He just spews hatred during it. You beepity beep 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 with a beep 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 beep. I said, man, I'm telling you, I don't see how you ever gonna get my time. Like I said, I, so that was going on. That wasn't much in my life, but it was still going on. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. I see Tennessee, uh, um, Sweet Pea, and all about the trees still into it. I said, boy, and I don't know why. Like I said, sometimes I feel like some people just want to be a part. That's how I feel like Sparkle. Like it, but in this last couple of years, Virgie, how you doing? No Styles, how you doing? How you doing? I'm telling you that a lot of these people, because they under that, hold on, there's some mess going on. Let me get my name said. Let me get up in it. Now, me, I'm just talking about what we watching. We just chilling. I'm watching it. Just like I watch Love After Lockup. I ain't looking for an inmate. I watch all of the housewives. Wouldn't that want to be a housewife if I was? You know what I'm saying? Nope, nope, nope. Love them. Sometimes this shit is like that. And I find myself, I just did it today where I'll be like, did you watch that episode? Did you watch that episode? Because these are TV shows to me sometimes. This is TV. And but yeah. So who else into it? Who else into it? Oh, I know. I don't know if he's still if World is still into it with Danny. I don't think so. I think Danny minding her business. I don't know. I don't know what she into nobody because when I was watching her, she talking about Jaguars. So you know, who else? I'm trying to think who into it. I know here I just had Goomba. I ain't watched the whole thing on her live. And Goomba saying, I don't think Goomba took. Here's what I do think, and I said this months ago. I do think that when Jaguar and Goomba were together, Jaguar was managing everybody money. You know what I mean? And she was running it however she wanted, but they were running. Mama love you, hey Queen, how you doing? But they were definitely probably running through the grandma's money. You know, Jag's mother's money. But I don't believe Goomba was stealing the money afterwards. First of all, we know for a fact. Say people, that's somebody on a motorcycle or something, because that's not an intercom. Anyway, um, we know that a couple of days after Goomba left, he left the end of March. Doom, doom, doom. We gonna do it like it's the first 48 weeks on YouTube. Um, but when he left at the end of March, that when he came on one of them lives, was it King Payne's or Sean's? I can't remember, but it's one of those two. But him and Jag come up at the same time, and Jag is over at what's the one she be making the beats? She did that whole song for us, showing us how you make a song, how she built a song. Well, she was over there at their crib, and Goomba's talking to her, and Goomba says, "Did your mama get a check? Did her mama get her check?" And she's, "Yeah, don't worry about it." Look, because she would have told us if Goomba stole it. So that was April. That was April's check we was talking about. So what he take, May check? Because I want to know how he got his hands on it. I want to know how he got his hands on it. Because he been gone. He been Justin Timberlake gone. Thank you, allegedly. Thank you. Blessings, blessings, thank you. But we know he been Justin Timberlake gone. And then all this big, did he is he here? Is he doing the interview? Is he doing this? Is he doing I don't give a damn. Like if he do, would I be lying to you? Tell you I wouldn't watch the video? I mean, the interview. Yeah, I watched the interview. Hell yeah. The only interview I'd be side eyeing, but I'd still watch it with the side eye, is Jaguar and Tasha K getting interviewed together. Because I think a lot of these people on the internet, they do this shit with each other. So we'll be sitting here on the outside fighting. Y'all outside with picket signs for these people. And at the end of the night, they setting us up. It's a play. You know what I mean? Like they are doing this shit intentionally. This is not, and we all invested, and we all care, and not me, not me, not me. Thank you, Virgie. Thank you. Bless you too, sis. Thank you. Blessings, thank you. Blessings in my Ray J voice. Blessings. Remember Ray J used to say that. Blessings. That's if you watch for the love of Ray J. That shit was good. That sometimes when I want to get into my old ratchet TV watching, my reality shows, I'm gonna watch certain things. If anybody watched, what is the name of that show? Is it 5 Minutes of Fame, 15 Minutes of Fame? But it had New York on it. New York was on there, and she's so trying to get this fame. Every time they do a project, she can't do it. That shit's hilarious, ratchet. Um, most of the housewives was on my ratchet because they got their ratchet moments. A lot of them. But I loved them, all of them. Love and Hip Hop was on my ratchet. Every one of them, every season. What else was on my ratchet? Mama June. I've been watching that little girl since Mama June and her was on a dance show with what's that dance crazy chick? Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dance coach. She crazy. But I watched her show too. I watched her show too. And I watched them all. What's the black dance girls? I think they in Mississippi. They in are they from Mississippi? I think they from Mississippi. I don't watch every man. You name the show I done seen. B and Bobby Brown. Oh, come on. The most famous episode of B and Bobby Brown. Well, every episode is epic of B and Bobby Brown, first of all. But my favorite episode is when Whitney sitting up there getting her hair done in the bathroom and Bobby sitting there on that bathtub talking. And Bobby say, I knew I loved her when I stuck my finger up to get that because she was constipated. I said, first of all, this is so disgusting. Like, did you put a glove on, Bobby? And did you get finished? Did you wash your fingers and scrub them good? Because you're going to have, Bobby, don't, I hope you didn't cook that night. I hope you never licked that finger of his, Whitney, ever. What? But that, and then when Whitney Houston was saying how after she did something with him the first time, she knew that D belonged to her. I said, is Whitney on TV telling us that? Then every time they used to come around each other, every time they shimmy shake, I said, oh, somebody got the bag. Somebody who got it? You knew who shimmied. If Whitney came in and Bobby shimmied, I said, "Oh, Whitney got the bag." And I said, "Oh Lord, give us help." Whitney was a mess on there. They shut that mall down when they was out the country to walk through there. I said, "Is Whitney even shopping, or is she just walking through this thing zooted?" She was. I said, Whitney, you are in the dark. I said, Whitney, it's hard for me to look at you as a diva when your whole house is so covered in mold. You had to go to a hotel, and y'all running that hotel like a trap house. She's going through that. I am Whitney Houston. I said, bro, Whitney Houston going to need to pick them clothes up off the couch. But what's sad about being Bobby Brown is that Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston, and little Bobby Brown that was on there that was staying with them at the house and the hotel, all of them are deceased. And all of them was drug related. But Bobby Christina, I believe, was something different. But that's a whole nother topic because I really believe that Bobby Christina, that piece of trash, and the other boy. Now, once again, all three of those people who lived together, Bobby Christina, her boyfriend, and then the other guy, all of them are deceased. All of them. All three of them people I just named, they all gone. But I believe because that boy, from the beginning, first he was shaky. Then he tried to go back on what he was saying. But I believe they were binging for a couple of days, all three of them. I do believe that Bobby and What's-Face got into a physical altercation. I do believe she had a bathtub ran, or maybe he ran it. I don't know. But I believe he placed her in that bathtub. I do not believe that young lady went to that bathtub. I don't. Because first of all, from the Tyler Perry show to everything she was doing, that girl was zooted. We thought we had seen Whitney Houston zooted. Oh no, Bobby said, I'm going to give you. Do y'all remember when they had the show? What was that? The Houstons? And they were trying to put everything on the auntie. First of all, they always try to put it on Bobby Brown when the brother has made it very clear he was the first person to give Whitney something. And it was when she was modeling. Y'all don't get me started because I get deep on that. Bro, I'm going to get deep on that Whitney Houston. Because like I said, I watched all of them. I read everything she was in when I was a kid. She came out and sung the national anthem at the Olympics. Big. She's big. She's Whitney. She's big. I mean, come on. Who didn't graduate singing her song? Whitney. And then, like I said, but I had turned on Whitney a little bit, y'all, and started side-eyeing her a little bit and what she was doing when she came with that whole disrespect to Tupac when Bobby and Tupac were just talking in the back of a award ceremony. I ain't like that. How she came, trying to play like Whitney was better than, but then she did the whole Coke is better than crack when crack comes from Coke. I can't. It's its cousin. Like it is definitely a sibling to the family. Like it. Hmm. Yeah, I used to watch all of them. Yeah, Gone Country. Bobby Brown was on Gone Country. If you ever watched that reality show, it had old girl who was what is her name? That's and her name's on the tip of my tongue. She's the Brady mother. Oh my God, what is her name? But anyway, she was on there. Julio Iglesias' brother was on there. Notice how I have to keep talking about Julio. Anyway, I love Julio Iglesias. He's such a cutie. But anyway, his brother was on there. His brother's the one who won. But who else was on there? Was Julio Iglesias, Bobby Brown, Cisco. Cisco was on there. Um, the mother Brady. Yes, Flores Henderson. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, yeah, she told us crack is whack. It's whack. I say, wait, is she giving us this is your brain on drugs? Like, I mean, what? What, Whitney? But yeah, Whitney was on a. I mean, up until the day Whitney died, Whitney was on a spiral down. I mean, she coming up out of bars, blood coming down her leg. I said, "What the? This is a living legend." I literally was saying that the day before Whitney died. I'm like, "This is a living legend, man." And we sitting up disrespecting, like, damn, damn. Couldn't y'all be like, maybe she called us? Like, I don't know, but dang, this is Whitney Houston. The media was like, psh. The next day, hours before, you know what I mean? It's about to start getting crumpy crump. Hindsight. I said, wait, what's going on? And then later on, when they were still having the party and Whitney still laying, man, that's when I turned on Clyde Davis. I barely liked him. And I turned all the way that day. I was like, oh, this sorry son. What talking about he care? As he telling me it's on a red carpet. I said, I came with these Holly Weird. You ain't don't nobody gotta come in here and tell me the secrets of Holly Weird. We can see it. We seen what it did to people. We done seen celebrities rather they so still in the drug because it's pumped in them that they don't even realize really the celebrity they are. We lose them left, right, and sideways. We hear about all the stories of what done happened. We done heard about every boy group and how they done all one of them done got back. We know about it. We know about Hollywood. We know about the music movement. Whoa, whoa, whatever. We heard it. We heard about it. Hmm. I can't. Like she do too much money, honey, to do crack. Girl, you was blowing through a lot of money doing that coke, though. I know that cocaine had you, man. I like I said, Whitney and it was up in that hotel. If y'all watch being Bobby Brown, that hotel was filthy. That hotel was filthy. If you seen them kids eating something on the counter on this episode, on the next one, look, that box still gonna be there. I mean, no, because they ain't had them housekeepers up in there. So it's just Bobby, Whitney, they babysitter, Bobby, Christina, you know what I'm saying? And here's what we gotta know that we wasn't even thinking about. That babysitter was that boy that ended up being with her. That was that extra party there. It had to be. I'm gonna look back. Oh, I'm gonna look back. And I can't help but think with him when he originally came up in there that he was messing with Whitney Houston because Whitney Houston like him young. So Whitney Houston like to mess with a nice little 19-year-old when she 45. She like them young. She like them young. Even when she got out with Bobby, he was younger. And we put everything on Bobby. Everything on Bobby his own trash, but we put everything on Bobby. Now Bobby, that's a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. Whitney's story was like I said, but what was sadder was just watching the Houstons and just literally you are watching this girl and you know it, especially when they had that family out and they went out to the woods and they was gonna do like this whole little family come together trip to retreat with each other and all this stuff. And It is so funny that they say so much about the auntie, but to me, the auntie was the only one when they showed the Houstons that was actually trying to fight and say like, "Hey," but everybody when she came, first of all, she come like 6.5 hours late. She gets there. She getting out the car like she doing a red. Once again, she Whitney and us. She got these glasses on in the woods, and she's getting there at night. And she get out. She got a blanket around her. She telling them she's so cold, and she's so cold. She don't know if she feel good. Do you need to go to the hospital? No. Just need to go up, lay down. I need him to come with me, and I'm gonna go lay down. I'm telling you, that boy went up there and gave us the package. You know what I mean? Like when I say the package, meaning he walking around carrying the thing, just like he was carrying it for Whitney. He carrying the here you go, what you need, just like old boy with Anna Nicole. You always got it on you. You always, oh wait, what you need? Hold on, what you need? Chalk it up. What you need? Mm-mm. So he took her upstairs. When the family finally come upstairs to say something to her, she's vomiting like she got something bad. She's vomiting. She looked terrible. Her eyes are. I said, if they don't call an ambulance, then you know what they had the nerve to tell us on the Houston's on the show. Who watched it? Because I want to see if y'all remember what they told us. What's wrong with her when she came back from the hospital? They said she was dehydrated. But yet, on the season finale of the Houstons, the auntie is sitting there begging her to stay, not to go do the Tyler Perry, none of that. Just stay home. Like we're gonna work on you. We could send you to get some help. You could get some. Like they're trying to make it like it's therapy, girl. I said, no, honey, she needs a lot more than therapy. Then when I'm watching her on Tyler Perry's show, I'm like, she can't act, but at least Tyler trying to do something with her. But this girl looks stoned. It was sad to me. Because I think about on being Bobby Brown when they were walking through that mall and they were high as a P45, both of them, Whitney and Bobby, and they damn near skipping through the mall and she's walking behind them with security. She walking behind her parents, walking behind them. Just skibbity doo. It was moments they were in front of. She was in front of them. Then there was moments when they seemed like they were almost side by side. But yeah, and I was like, I thought this was a family vacation. This poor baby. And I literally, when that happened, when that show was airing, I said, oh, poor Bobby Christina. Poor Bobby Christina. I feel so bad for that young lady. I mean, how it ended, how her life was. I felt so bad for her. Whiskey Wanda, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, oh, that was a sad one. Just like Anna Nicole was sad to me. Anna Nicole's story was sad. When her son died, though, when Anna Nicole's son died, because one thing I've known about Anna Nicole the whole time I knew her is that how close her and her son were. How close, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this is not, no mother can barely bear that. And I salute. I salute. It's not I know it's not something no mother wants, but I salute the mothers that are still strong and still there and still, because I know. I, mm, that's why I tell people whenever they naming something, there's a lot of things that you won't never understand unless you're going through it. But I guarantee you could feel if somebody said to you, could you imagine losing one of your children? You could feel what that pain would feel like, even if you don't have to go through it. If some mother told you right now they lost this, you could feel that pain. That's why people like, you don't only know, but baby, you're right. I know exactly what it feel like. But trust, there's some things when you name them, they cut as soon as you say them. Some people even saying it, the thought of saying that, will make them cry. Just saying it. So I salute. But when she lost, I said, "Oh, I don't," because Anna done struggled with the addiction for years. For years, we watched Anna. We watched her make the biggest fools of herself, where all they doing is talking about Anna. You know what I mean? That was a real sad one. To me, Anna was like my era Marilyn Monroe, even though Marilyn Monroe, um, I believe, was assassinated. Well, shit. I don't know. I do not trust that dude that was with Anna Nicole at all. I never liked him. I was so happy when old boy was fighting to find out if that was his baby, then got his daughter. I was so happy. And looking at how great his daughter's doing, blessings. Blessings. She broke the chain. She broke the chain. The chain Anna was trying to break with her son, but her son ended with addictions himself. Because wait a minute, this is what I don't remember. Was Anna Nicole's son situation. Liz, hey sis. Was Anna Nicole's son situation an overdose, like an accidental overdose because he took too much of something, or he took something that he overdosed off of? Or was Anna Nicole's son using? Because I cannot remember if Anna Nicole's son was battling with an addiction. Because I just remember he was young, like 19. And I remember that the day his sister was born, on that picture that they have, and he's like laying on the bed with Anna, he looks high as a kite. He looks like he is, and the so sad. I remember how sad that was, but I don't really remember his story. Thanks, sis, for dropping that. But I remember. Oh, thank you, Whiskey. Look, thank you, Whiskey. Whiskey Wanda. I should have said thank you, Wanda. So thank you, Whiskey. But yeah, oh, those. I was talking with somebody the other day, and we were talking about different cases back in the day. When you had so many cases about like the mothers taking the kids, like popular cases. Um, and we that's what got me wanting to go to Huntsville. What is the lady's name? She on death row and she's still fighting out the appeals for taking her son's lives, her two sons' lives. What's her name? In Texas. I'm like, man, is she in Huntsville? How do I get on do I just write her? I just want I got questions. Oh, I got questions. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But she not at Huntsville yet because she's still on them appeals. I want to go. I did not know, Heidi. I did not know that Huntsville was right outside of Houston. Come on, I go to Houston, and I haven't been in a couple of years, but I go to Houston a lot. That's the part of Texas I've been to the most. You know what I mean? Right? No, you go to Huntsville when you're about to die. Well, y'all know what I mean. When it's time. Right? You don't do your bid in them. But I didn't know it was there. But I knew what Huntsville was about. Yeah. I just had no idea it was in Texas. Every time I heard it was Huntsville, you know what I thought? Alabama. I said, oh, where that big ass thing is somewhere in Alabama. I didn't know. Just being honest. Just being honest. Okay, 2 to 3 months before an execution. I just know when you go there, it ain't no fights. It ain't gonna be no appeal. The governor not about to pull the. Has Huntsville ever had that where they do the governor pull? Because you can get a governor pull all the way up to the end, right? Or is it you can only get a governor's pull right before? But once they, no, you could get a governor's pull. Why are you strapped in? Can't you? Can't the governor stop an execution? What would have to be? I'll be that I'm gonna say. The governor can stop an execution, right? So, let's see. Oops, wait, no, I don't. I don't want to do that. Thank you. I was just sitting here typing this, and thinking to myself, why didn't I just talk it in? It would have been a lot faster. Yeah, but they don't. Well, yes, they can, but they don't. Okay. I knew it was one. I knew it was somebody. I knew it wasn't the president. But I was like, I know the governor can pull it all the way up to the moment of, but I don't know if anywhere it's been right at the moment of. I know a few years back there was a guy and his date. I think they pulled it on the day, but I think he was still executed. They like the governor. Did they call it like the day before, or they extended it? They went into something. He got like something extra, but I think he was still executed. I gotta look into that. See, because like I said, I used to have a whole thing of I kept up with, especially the big cases of people who were on death row. And ooh, your time was coming. It was like, man, this mofo just getting taken out. I used to really watch them. Then I just came to a place where, like, would I really want to sit there and watch it as many blotched executions as they've had in the history of executions? And then I started thinking about that. Then I started thinking, I know it's some of the things that they used to do for execution. They think they shouldn't. To me, we should have that rather than the electric. Just in my opinion. But I try not to get into conversations about pro no. You know, when it comes to execution, because I understand both sides of it. And trust, I was definitely on the go for it for years. Mm. Yeah. They said right. They said it was a heart attack, but didn't they say that he was saying he didn't feel good or something? Oh boy gave him a pill. Once again, the dude. Didn't he give him something? That's what I was talking about. I couldn't remember. I knew that was a few years back, but I know it was a guy that right before, like he was up on the days. Yeah, he was real close to his execution. Okay. Sometimes when you, especially like most of us, when you watched a bunch of these cases, first of all, a lot of these shows will show you these cases from different points of views, whatever. But when you watch a bunch of these cases, sometimes they run in your head, but you know the story when you hear it. But then I'm like, oh shit, names. I don't know the state, but I remember the city. But I remember it was this big deal when they were having people like call this number to stop because they used to have that. You could stop. Well, I don't know if it was in just if it was in your state. I don't know. Then people be outside protesting at the Day of the Age. I said, these people are deep. It was an accidental overdose, okay? That was so sad that you gave birth and lost your child. It's like, oh, Spiky, how you doing, sis? How you been? Mm-hmm. Mm. But yeah, there's so many good cases out there when you think about it. Um, when one of these classes I took at Westwood, that's what we basically do. Now, one of our teachers, well, a couple of teachers, most of them were in some type of the field. One was he did the training program for the police. Then one was a ex FBI. One was an officer who went to a detective who became a homicide detective, actually. And so, like I said, they all were from different parts and walks of the law. But in one of our classes with a teacher who used to be an FBI agent, he uh, he would give us these cases, and they were old cases that were not solved. You know what I mean? But were big cases somewhere. And one of them was in Washington. And what I remember about the story was it was a young lady. She was, I want to say in her early 20s, like 24, 25. But anyway, she went out this night. She went to a bar. This is her last place being seen. She went to a bar. She left. Now some said that she might have went back with one of the guys and got up to get it on with him or something like that. She was young. She had done it before. People love to do a flag. But anyway, long story short, her car was found at this supermarket in the parking lot of this supermarket. And when they ran the video, I can't remember, was she, oh my goodness, I'm trying to remember, was she in, I'm trying to remember because it was a grocery store. But the last place she was at was this bar. And that's where she was with the guy. but I can't remember if when it came his car. But anyway, the long story short of it is nobody was arrested for that. The long and short of it was is that to that day when we took that thing, that girl was still missing. Like her body at least was still missing. Yeah, because when her car was found, it was found in that parking lot. But the person managed to come into the lot, be seen, but park and go around almost like they knew it. Made me wonder if the person worked at the grocery store. I remember that being one of my theories. Like even if it was a guy she met at the bar, if it's somebody local and from the neighborhood or whatever, and it's a neighborhood bar, maybe it's somebody who worked at the grocery store or worked at one of the stores inside of it. So then he would just like for an assignment to see what you do with these cases you did. So he would see what you did. Did you go call restaurants that was around that might have been open around that time? See if it because it's so far gone, but just to see what you do. See if you went and read articles and what you came up with. That's what we would do with those cases, basically. So but it was fun. Cooks with love. How you doing, sis? How you feeling? Mm. Homicide for an execution. Wow. Mm. That's the cause of death, homicide from execution. They ain't lying. That's your primary and secondary. We got it. You know, the primary was the electric shock. The second, mm-mm. Then when it comes to that, I'm not against all of the tactics they have, but a couple of them I'm just lethal injection and the electric chair. I think are just inhumane as shit. No matter what they were. I'd rather, and it's gonna sound cold hearted, I'd rather they do them, line them up like back in the day and fire squad off on them. But this one here, mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, it's not a natural. Yeah, yeah, but like I said, all of the cases. I think when we talk Tupac and Biggie's, I think the best thing to ever give us any kind of version of the Tupac and Biggie was that thing they did recently, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, about Biggie and Tupac's situation. Like I think that's the best because the rest of them are damn near Hollywood stories. You be like, this don't even go with what we know for a fact. Things we know for a fact is that Biggie and Tupac was rapping together in what is it, Thug Life. They was rapping together. You know what I mean? And then when Biggie came out to California with Lil C's, and that's the so-called when he was sleeping on his couch, you know what I'm saying? Um, so they were cool at one point. All these other versions of the story. And one thing we know for a fact too is before Biggie ever was signed to Puffy, one of the artists that Puffy wanted to sign was Tupac. He wanted Tupac on his label. We know for a fact that when not Big Stretch, what's old boy's name? The day he got killed, Puffy got in the limo first, and he's getting popped off as he getting in the limo. We also know that Bad Boys was started because Puffy threw an event where people were killed. Come on, some of this stuff is like, wait, do I need to get in cool with somebody who was Puffy's chauffeur or butler or something to know this stuff? No, it was right in our face. It happened right in our face. He had that event. Those people killed. He got that sign up money. Bad boys will be born. You know. But like I said, something. I can't wait for the Puffy movie because I see even right that Puffy. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. You know, business wise, I see you, Puffy. Mm, mm, mm. But then not really business wise because I feel like Puffy did the same stuff that Jermaine Dupri Daddy did, and then Jermaine Dupri in turn did the same thing, where like once that group ain't with you no more, you either got to miss some super long, ridiculous contract like Prince was in before, where it's like 27 albums or 6 albums in 10 years. So it really the wildest these they in these weird ass contracts, these bogus contracts, or like what Jermaine Dupri did to Escape. When you leave this group, y'all can't never two of y'all can't be together in a group. So it could have never been a group of Candy and you know what I'm saying, Tiny couldn't have came out and brought their own group out. They couldn't be under that umbrella. They couldn't be doing that music unless it was a so deaf event. Like I was like, damn. And sometimes they keep people locked to you forever. Or it has you doing like with the Incredible Hulk. So if anybody know anything about Disney, you know that Disney owns damn near everything. So they own all the Marvels, they own all that. But you know what they don't own completely? Incredible Hulk. That's what they don't got yet. And I don't know what it is. They have a like the animated Hulk. I think they own. It's something with the Hulk. It's something with the Hulk. I forget what. Damn it! It's something with the Hulk. That's why people be waiting for him in the movie, man. They excited. Well, I do. I be excited when the Hulk in the movie. I do. I be me. How you doing? No, nobody. He got everybody. Everybody was in some wackety whack deal. Everybody. He did 112 terrible in a deal. He did my boys Jadakiss and them terrible in a deal. He did Mace terrible in his deal. Shit, Mace deal was like a freaking BMW or some shit he pulled up on him. Mace gave him his demo. You know what I'm saying? The night before, he pulled up the next day at Mace's crib with a whip. That's how Mace mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he screwed everybody in their deals. Everybody, everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, Puffy, a beast. And I'm telling y'all, Christian, that's Puffy 2.0. He gonna be a beast. But to me, when I think of the kids in the music industry, my favorite one, that's a lot of them I love. I mean, come on, they're the kids of the industry. But anyway, one of my favorite ones, I can't even lie, is Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys' little prodigy they got. That young man, and I've been saying this since he was about 6, that young man is a musical god. That young man, man, that one there, that one right there. Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. Yeah. Whoo, that one right there. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. I could see in 20 years when they telling his story, talking about how he was getting Grammys, and he was like 6'7". He was constructing music. Like this young boy, this little, and all the get is so cute. And then like Pharrell's son is super. I mean, come on, he got the Kenzo and stuff. I mean, some of them they just have a thing where like they gonna be. You think Pharrell is business 101. Like just sit down with Pharrell and get some business tips. It's like sitting down with Gandhi or somebody. I feel like because he's definitely that. He's definitely made very, very smart, very powerful moves. You know what I mean? And it's gonna give long money forever. It's gonna be old money running through the money he making. I mean, for real, for real, for real, for real. I'm talking about Pharrell Williams, his son. Yeah, MLW, how you doing? How you doing? I know I love when the Kings are in the building, but yeah, but they're two children, man. Man, don't get me wrong, little Blue Ivy, yeah, but Hers is more because if you got parents like that, I feel like they gonna be so behind that it'll be like the parents that do the kids project and bring it in. They thinking this is way too high tech for a kid to have done it. Not saying she can't. Not saying because if you bring them up that way, if you teach them that from the beginning, that's what they'll be. But it's one thing when you got it, when you got the glow, and you know how to glow. They both still good, but like I said, that Alicia Keys and Swiss Beat, son, that one there is a musical genius. A musical genius. I can't think of what's the guy's name. The big time one that end up going to jail for 187 and the waitress. What's his name? Mm, it wasn't Speck. It wasn't Richard Speck. What was his name? Because I always confuse Speck and Spectre, even though those two different criminals. Um, was it Speck? But I know that he was literally producing music and writing music and making those different sounds for music when he was like 15, I think. So by the time he was 19, I think he was filthy rich, and half of the music out there was his music. Was it William? What is his name? But he was only like 4'9" or 4 foot. He was short, and they said he would wear like little heels and stuff like that to be taller. But anyway, he went to a club one night. He come up in their restaurant one night. He come up in there. He think because of who he is, people. He's rich. He's power. You know what I mean? But anyway, he come up in there, and this one waitress called him a ma'am, like oh sorry ma'am, my bad ma'am. And he was insulted. And so after that, he basically, after he done bought all this stuff or whatever, the whole night, this woman was giving him no respect, really. Not disrespecting him. She just don't care who he is. She's just doing her job, basically. Anyway, he tell the waitresses, everybody coming back to my crib. We finna drink, do coke. You know what I'm saying? We finna party. We finna kick it because he's who he is. Of course, these waitresses want to come. They all hecky, yeah, we finna go kick it with him. Yeah, yeah. And then, some of them probably thinking I'm gonna steal. But anyway, because I be thinking you're gonna come up here and think I'm coming because I'm a slut. I'm coming, I'm gonna take your stuff. I'm playing y'all. Anyway, so somehow the woman ends up being shot. Now, according to him, she was drunk and high, and she kept playing with his gun, playing Russian roulette with us. This is what he's saying. I don't believe that. Because when they tell stories of him, like when he felt embarrassed or he felt because he already had a complex, and then he thought he was like the power because he had the money. I mean, he had money at a time that was way bigger than that time. Like he had money, Y'all know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember, Heidi? You still on here too? Because I know you probably saw this show. I Be Me. Everybody on here. Do you all remember there was a group called Brother? And it was a group of these five brothers, like the Jackson Five, these five brothers, but they did not have the same mother. And they all had the same father. And their father's brother who helped raise them, all the kids, he stayed in all their lives. Because I couldn't remember what they did, deceased. I can't remember what was going on with their dad. But anyway, the brother worked for Jermaine Dupri. The brother was like an A&R or whatever for Jermaine Dupri. And if you know the story of Jermaine Dupri, he was an A&R when his father was running it. And he just rose himself, you know what I mean? But anyway, so dude worked for Jermaine Dupri. He was sponsoring the boys, bringing them, got them a little contract. They did a little reality show. So the reality show was to help pump them so people would know who they were. Two of them were like alcohol. I love the story of them brothers. I love their story. And I love that it was a good show. But anyway, the guy, their uncle, end up taking his life I can't remember if he took his life at So Death or at his home, but he ended up taking his life, and they pulled the show. I forget, but dude was like a muscle and a goon too. He wasn't just no AI. It was more to who he was. Oh my goodness! But the show was called Brother. Like it was spelled like Brutha. It was like Brother. It's a group, and they had us. Oh man, what was the name of Brother's song? I think it was She's. Oh, I love them. I got that album that year. I watched that show and got that album. Cause see, I believe people talk a good game, but I believe in supporting people. So if I watch a show, a TV show, and this is for everybody, if you watch a TV show, it's best if you want to give that show the most support. First of all, being there the whole time is great. But if not, definitely be there the first 10 minutes, do the first commercial break, and come back in. Don't leave. Don't turn your channel. And if you put it on your DVR, play that shit and just let it play. I know we want to fast forward through commercials and everything else. Just let them go, because then you're going to give them all kinds of stuff. When people have an album and you support them, go buy it. Go buy it. You know what I'm saying? If it's a movie and you want to support the director or whatever, go, because the actor's been paid. You ain't giving them nothing. They don't get nothing on the back end. Okay? So if you want to support them, go see the movie at the theater. It's that simple. And these days, you ain't even got to go to the theater. Give it a month. It'll be on Amazon Prime. Go buy it. Go buy it. You know? Stream it. That's how we support each other. But yeah, the brother, I love that group. I really thought they were going to make, and they were all handsome. That was one thing. I was like, their daddy must be, because he was. I seen some pictures. He was fine. Because all these young men were handsome. And like I said, they had different mothers, and some of their mothers had something with each other because he was cheating. The man was cheating on both of them. You know, so they didn't like each other, though. He was doing line. He pulled y'all into that game, ladies. Never forget that. The only way the girl is wrong and she came afterwards, or it's her fault, is if she knew y'all were together, and then she went, whether he came at her or she came at him, and she got up with him. Because other than that, he pulled you both into it. He knew he was messing with one when he got up with the other. They say, don't blame the player, blame the hoe. And the hoe at the time is your man. You gotta know that. He cheating on you, just like fellas. You want to fight that dude, yeah, you do feel invaded, but the person let him get invaded was your girl. That's who let him do it. Other people give you broke up a happy home. Who let you in? Did you break in a happy home? Because you can't break up something somebody let you in. Sounds like they were breaking up their happy home. And that ain't even saying I would do that. I'm just saying I always looked at it that way, because I'm like, people act like the person who was in that home didn't open the door, give somebody the key. Let somebody believe they could come in here and rock this happy home. Because there's plenty of cheaters who mess with people who don't tell. They'll never tell them. They'll never get them in trouble. They'll never do that. I ain't gonna tell y'all something somebody told me bad about Texas a long time ago. I ain't gonna tell y'all what they told me. All right, I ain't want to gossip something to y'all. I know it's a lie, because I got family in Texas and they ain't these type of people. But they had told me in Texas that Texas is good for if you want to get up with somebody who will treat you good, mess with you, everything else, and you know what I mean, treat you right. You won't have no drama, no problems like that. Get you a married man in Texas. That's a girl. I don't want a married man nowhere. But I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, I heard that. I heard it was the best state for it going on. My uncles like that. You think that the men I know who are married in Texas are like that? No, they're not. But I did hear it before, yeah. Because you know they wasn't saying go to Chicago. They was like, bruh, if he know how to creep. They said it. Good night, Martina. I know it's late because y'all are an hour ahead. I'm about to get out of here myself because I want to skate. Y'all go watch my video. My sister done sent me some skates, y'all. Now hold on, cause y'all get to see it on here too. But I'm gonna go get it cause I did to a video. Y'all know one of my favorite things. First of all, y'all know I like to hoverboard. I like to skate. So this summer, I said I'm going to bike ride. I'm going to skate. I'm going because I'm going to call it healthy living, but having fun. So I love to skate. So here are my white. They dirty, but here are my white skates. These are my Chicago style skates. These are Chicago style skates. They need to be clean, and I need to put some new laces in them. I could put a black cover on them if I wanted to, but these are my Chicago style skates. And look, Dana, earlier I said I ain't have pink wheels. I'd be so jelly. I did have pink wheels. They weren't pink enough. And my sister got me these. Oh, it's so nice. So, these are going to be my inside skates. So, I'm hitting your skating rinks up with this. This is going to be my outside, like going down to the lakefront on the path. Skates with these. My hoverboard is for fun inside. And even though the airport would not let me put it on the plane, but I'm gonna do my hoverboard and I'm gonna go get me a bike. But I plan to get two bikes because I definitely want a scooty bike because I've wanted a scooty bike ever since Ray J and Soldier Boy put the deal together before they sold it. I've wanted a scooty bike. So I'm getting a scooty bike, but I'm gonna get a regular bike too because I want to do some bike riding. So I want to get sometimes on the train and go like down to Navy Pier, bike ride, go skating, go to some skating rings. So if I hit your city, you better believe. So now, any city I go to, one of the things I'm definitely gonna have with me is my skates. Guess it's going under the plane. Y'all know I hate my stuff under the plane. I despise. I would rather come into your city with an empty bag and buy everything I need than to. I can't. I just know how to fold up stuff in a bag, and I can put a lot of stuff in a bag. I like carry-ons. I do not like my stuff under. I do not. I do not like waiting. I do not like realizing every time I go to the airport, there's always that book bag I carry. Even the one I just took with me when I went to, which that's a whole Adidas bag, and it is for like luggage. In it. It opens up sideways, so you can lift it up just like the luggage. I just never do it like that. But that Adidas bag, I'm like, where did this lady? Somebody else on here with the same bag. How? How spay? It's always, no matter what bag you use, it's always you like, come on, this bag was my grandma made it. How do you have one? Every time. That's why I don't like my shit under the plane. And the horror stories I've heard of people losing their stuff under a plane or losing a bag. No, you can't lose my bag when it. I get mad when they say, you know what, we're gonna go put this in the captain's cabinet. I be thinking, don't leave my bag alone. So putting my skates under the thing kind of makes me nervous. I'm like, can I just go on with them on? Can I get on the airplane with them on? Could you imagine that? Could y'all imagine seeing somebody skating into the plane? Me, team too much. Me, skating all down the aisle. Me, team too much. Oh, damn, you know too much. Oh, yes, girl, it's Throwback Thursday. So I was like, oh, what better than to go skating? So these are Impala skates. So, hold on. I want to make sure we get this to them. We got to give them, let's see. These are literal Chicago style skates. These are the real deals. These are really from their company. This is real Chicago shit. We really be skating around here. Okay? Roll bounce. First of all, first things first. At the beginning of the movie, they standing in the back of that school. I graduated in that parking lot. That is my junior high school. That's where I went to school. Joseph Warren. Sure did. That's where they standing at. Hunty and they be switching up on the rinks they at. I ain't gonna lie, but they all up in the city, okay? But some of them don't even exist no more. But one of the rinks they go to is the Fitness Factory. I had a couple of birthdays on the south side of Chicago there. I'm a skater. I'm a skater. I'm a skater. Now, y'all, I wish I could do all that fancy show off way too much shit they be doing on their skates. I wish. And if I could, then it wouldn't be as, show off. It'd be the cool shit. But since I can't, I know how to skate. And I can skate backwards, but not good enough for me to be skating backwards. And honey, I'm getting old. Me skating backwards, I just want to skate. It's great cardio. It is great cardio. And it's great fun because it takes me back to the youth. So, hunty, I got to bust these bitches down. I got to bust them down, Danny. Who's skating rink? I'm calling my buddy when they want to skate. Who want to skate? I come to your city. You better want to skate. You better want to skate. But the reason I ain't been outside on my Chicago skates in a while is because the last time I got down outside on my Chicago skates, right by when you get up to the street, you know how the ground had a little stuff to slow you down. It's to slow down stuff. Well, it's not meant to slow down skates. Okay. So it kind of took me, and I almost threw my hands back, but that's how you can break your wrist. So I threw my hands up, so I didn't break my wrist or my elbows. I threw my hands up. I felt dead on my butt. Felt like my butt bone shot up. Oh, man. And I was shit. When that happened, I was like 34, and I still can feel it. I was like 34, but I decided to skate my ass to the store. And people thought I was the coolest thing ever because I was skating. I was jamming. And I fell right across the street from my house too. And the little thugs outside was like, then I jumped up. I kicked them skates off because I had brought my shoes in the book bag because when I went in the store, I can't skate in the store, right? So I shot them skates off, and then he's like, "You okay?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wow, how did you?" But you know what? I'm just like, who sung the song "We Fall Down But We Get Up"? So I fell down, I got up. I'm like, wait a minute, I might get me some knee pads. Well, let me see something. I'm a soldier, and no knee pads out there. I might have to get a man some elbow pads. I'm getting older here. They be like, Danny go skating with knee pads, elbow pads, and the helmet. It better match my skates. I know that much. I know one thing. These skates, a pair of blue jean shorts, and some socks that come up to my knees are definitely in the program to go skating. They definitely. I'm coming 80s out. I'm 80s out. You better stop. You better stop, baby. Honey, I'm about to bring it. And lucky I don't come out there skating in the starter coat. It's too warm. So we doing warm skate clothes. We skating like California. So but y'all don't study me. I don't study me. It's after hours. I'm just talking crazy. Girl, after hours, how old are you? It is 9:20. Shoot, it's after hours to me. Now I know this time I'm watching people, not on here talking. Mm, this is what I'm stalking. Duh. But yeah, no, so I had to show you I'm on skates. So yeah, I'm not really on nothing tonight. I actually, um, because I have these high tech extension cords, especially the one in my front. But the one in my front is the one I want back here because it has everything on it. You can plug in the stuff without a brick on it. You can plug in different stuff, and it's like is it like a 15 foot? But it's a nice one. It's not like a cord, so it got the little metal out of it. But I want to move that from out there to in here because in my front I have like 4 devices, 5 devices. If I put my game on it, 6 devices will be on it. But I need that in here. I'm thinking about switching it. So I think tonight that's what I'm gonna do. Switch out my cords so that I can run that one over here so I can leave these in this area. Cause I had got I call them a cheap cord, little brown cord you buy extension cord. I ain't got none of them cheap, but anyway, I had got one of those. And I was like, not feeling it. Not feeling it. And I do not like cords to run across the floor. I cannot stand it. I can't. It drives me crazy. It drives me so crazy. And then I just think of the people that just everybody just gonna come in tripping over me. By everybody, I mean me, Marjorie says me. I'm gonna go in tripping over because I'm clumsy. Oh yes, hey sis, and we just getting ready to get out of. Well, I'm just getting ready to get out of here too. How was your walk? I hope you had a good walk. But yeah, no. So I plan to do that tonight, or I don't know. I don't know. See if anything on. It's been kind of dry today. I don't know because I came on late. I got kicked it with my grandbaby all this morning. Um, and kicked it with my son and kicked it with my grandbaby. Then I was cleaning up. That was it. That was it. I was putting up the clothes I had washed. That was it. That was it. Putting all the towels and stuff together because I'm like, I need to go just take the linen and because I didn't take that with me yesterday. I was like, oh, I'll just wash my clothes. Yeah, I still have some towels. So, um, but no, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow. But yeah, so that was all I did today. I just had a relaxing day. I did made the crab legs today. I didn't make all of them. The king crab clusters, they still in my freezer. I didn't make those, but I made the snow crab. I just made those and ate some crab for lunch. So I ate that earlier with some boiled eggs because I love to dip the boiled eggs in the garlic butter. Can't lie, I do. So I had made that earlier. That was it. That was it. I haven't done anything. I just been chilling. It's been a real relaxing day. That's it. That's it. I just said that my Mother's Day is going. It's the same thing I did with it last year, and that's just being in peace, just enjoying that I didn't end up on Snapped, enjoying, enjoying that no matter what, my children are still here. They're doing good, you know what I mean? And they're finding themselves in their right path at their age. So that makes me happy. That makes me happy. My sons are really growing into becoming great fathers, and it's a process. You could be doing a good job and a great job and not end up in the hole being a great parent. So that, you know what I mean? And that I love more than anything. So I'm happy. I'm counting happy. My daughter is good. You know what I mean? She's working and she's happy. They happy. Good, I'm good. I'm good. Then for real, for real. Like I'm good. I'm good. So, like I said, this last couple of days I done got the skates. My son went and bought me all this doggone crab legs. Uh it's been a good week. It's been a good week. I talked to my daughter. It's been a good week. It's been a great week. So I'm like, oh yeah, we call that Mother's Day. Mother's Day is every day. We call it that. I'm gonna call that. And I'm trying to debate what I'm doing for Mother's Day. And I'm trying to really get myself to a place where I start going back out. I just, since the pandemic and everything else, I think sometimes we be in too much. If it's not my routine or something else, I feel like I have to work myself up to do it, because otherwise my anxiety and my mind will just keep me in. Not because I'm scared of anything. It's just how it works. It's just how it works. So I don't know. So I'm trying to like, you know what? Let's go out. Let's get on the train today. Let's go down to Navy Pier. Let's get on the bus today. Let's go somewhere. Let's just go because that's what I'll do. Especially man, please with a car, without a car, I'm moving. I'm a moving. I've always had. The only reason I don't have my hands on a car right now is because of my eye, and that's actual factuals. But you'll see. Once this thing, that's not even a conversation. I'm always gonna have a car and a nice one. Like just is gonna be a part of my life. But I have had a hoopty before. Don't think I haven't. Shit. Half the reason it became one because I made it one. Shoot. No, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. But yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Chillax, mess with that, lace up these shoes. I'm telling you, they're gonna end up on my feet. I know I'm going to end up skating on the floor. I'm so glad these aren't good floors, great floors, because if they were, I'd be like, I'm not going to mess them up with the skates. Duh. But yeah, no. I'm going to lace these up. I'm just about to chill. I'm just about to chill on this throwback Thursday. But tomorrow I do plan to try and do my morning live, not an afternoon one, but just do a morning one. It depends because I need to go up to Social Security tomorrow. And so I need to go to the Social Security office tomorrow. So if I go there in the morning, then I'm gonna do my live. But I'm thinking about doing my live, and then when I'm done with my live, leaving out and heading up there. I really am. So that's my plan for tomorrow is to do that in the morning. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. I'm chillaxing as long as I'm eating the things. Well, I mean, I have like 4 different pieces of salmon in there. So even if I eat salmon today, because on Mother's Day, I definitely want to eat some salmon. I don't know, just want to eat some salmon. Not because it's a special thing, because it's just one of my comfort foods. I love salmon. But I really want salmon croquettes, y'all. I really do. I want some salmon croquettes and rice. That's what I really want to do on Mother's Day. I just want to eat some salmon croquettes. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. Ooh, and I can make it with fresh salmon, too. I think that's what we'll be having, salmon croquettes. And I like to make salmon croquettes and add a little bit of jalapeno to it. Y'all know I like hot food. But everybody have a good night. Love you. Thank you for coming in. Do not forget on your way in or out, smash that like button. Hit that crown. Let us know you was in the building. And like I said, so I will, yes, girl. Oof. That is what I'm making me for Mother's Day. On Mother's Day, it is lazy day. I am going to put on some, I'm always comfy. Like right now, I got on freaking leggings and tank tops. Like I'm always comfortable. Always. What I worry about is if I'm comfortable. I worry about that I don't have to go and pull my pants up because they falling off my butt. I don't have to. As long as I don't have to do all that stuff, I'm comfortable. My shirt ain't rolling up when I'm wearing it. I'm good. I live with it. And if it's rolling up, that's fine. We'll leave it up when it rolls up. That's how I feel. Uh, Michelle, how you doing, sis? But yeah, that's definitely what I'm doing for Mother's Day. I'm going to chillax. I'm going to pop popcorn that day. I'm going to eat bonbons. I might get me a waffle cone and eat a waffle cone ice cream. I mean, I am literally gonna chill out. I'm gonna mothers. We gonna just chill. I mean, you gonna chill. And we ain't here holding. Ain't nobody got the charter mother in next to you today. It's just the charter. Just I hope you had a good time with something you did. I don't care. Oh shoot, I might pull out my rope. No, look at me. I might pull out the rope. No. But I'm gonna enjoy Sunday. That's what I can promise you. I'm gonna enjoy my Sunday. I am. Yes. You just arrived. I'm just getting ready to wrap it on up and go and chillax. Finish my evening. I came on so late, but I couldn't leave y'all and not see you. And when my granddaughter left, I'm like, well, wait, let me take out Nino. Let me go and change my clothes. Let me do that. And then I was just chilling for a second. And then I was like, you know what? Let's go live. I had set it for 8. And I'm like, well, let's go on and go. Because I know for some people that's 9, so it's later. And it's still a weekday. It's a weekday, guys. I mean, a weekday weekend. I want to go to sleep early these days. I had insomnia long enough, so when I can go to bed early, I do. I do. And when this, I was acting up. I was going to bed super early. Now that was too early. I was falling asleep at 7 o'clock, 6:30. Oh no, that was too early because I was waking up at 2 and I was up at 2. No, thank you. I pass on that. I don't plan to do that tonight either. I don't. I don't. But yeah, no, we were just talking about movies, cases, people, Anna Nicole, Whitney Houston. We just talking about that. We were just hanging out. I literally just came in to chit chat. I came in to talk about some other dramas. But that was it. Just kicking the bobo. That was all. But yeah, like I said, tonight I'm just gonna relax and chill. Go to these streets, see what I'm missing. Let's take a peek before I go and see if anything on I want to say. Let's see. Let's see if anybody got something going on. Let's see if somebody got something going on. I just want to see if something on. Because like I said, I feel like I've been out of the tube all day. So I'm almost catching up tonight. Bombshell, hear her. It's live. Wait a minute. Oh, that was an upload. I was like, Tennessee went live? She must have did that while I was with my granddaughter. Okay, yeah. All right. That's what I'm saying. Bobbles uploaded another video. I really hope that journaling is working for Bobbles. Because like I said, the kingdom and talking and just being you and mm, it helped. It helped with my mental. I tell y'all, that's one thing about YouTube. Sometimes y'all gotta watch stuff quick because I swear people pull it down. It be up 1 second, then they take it down. So sometimes you gotta watch. If it's up, get it, catch it. If you care, catch it. If you want to know, catch it. If you think it's something, then catch it. Because they'll take it down. I don't care who it is. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, and I will talk to y'all. Like I said, I'm coming live in the morning. By morning, I mean before 12. I am coming live in the morning because sometimes I'm up. This morning, I was listening to Ram Rocks live the whole time. I was in the whole live, But listen, here's the funny thing: it was on my phone playing. I was still turned the other way, looking out the window, looking at the window. I was just staring at the window. I wasn't even all the way up, like up. I was awake. But I just wasn't up. I wasn't out the bed. I wasn't up holding conversation. I wasn't drinking a cup of coffee. I was just listening. That's what I said. So sometimes I'm up. I just don't. I'm not up. Hey, crazy camel mama. How you doing, sis? I love you too. I love you. Can't wait to see you in June, sis. I can't wait. We need to bring these skates. Y'all gonna go skating? We going skating? Can we go skating? Can we all go skating? I'd love to go skating. I'm skating everywhere. I told you, I hate your cities. I'm skating. At a skating rink, I'm there. I'm there. And anywhere on the Midwest, I already know y'all got a skating rink. Don't even lie. Don't even tell me. Don't give me that you ain't got a skating rink. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. I love the skating rink we got in Inglewood because I'm a member of MLK Skating Rink, Martin Luther King. I've been a member since they opened them doors. But one thing I tell you is, honey, they got a bowling alley and a skating room. The pizza, they could keep it. It's kind of cafeteria-ish. But outside of that, I love it. I love it. Because bowling and skating, two of my favorite things. You put them in the same place. I'm about to have a party. I'm about to have a party. I'm about to have a party. But yeah, so yeah, guys, I'm going to get out of here and go kick it. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Do something you enjoy. Hey, and even if it's going to sleep when you get out of here, go to sleep. Take a bath, play some good music, call a good friend, watch something that makes you laugh, eat something that tastes really good. I mean, for real. Take a shot if that's you, twist up one, get a nightcap before you go to bed. And by nightcap, I'm talking about a smoke. Whatever it is you do it that you enjoy. Do that. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Because I promise you, if you can't enjoy yourself, ain't nobody else going to ever enjoy you. Ever. You can't be alone with you, they'll never be able to be alone with you. So enjoy yourself, have some fun, and hey, if you with somebody, not have some fun with them too. I mean, but just have some fun. I don't care what y'all do, have some fun. Just please enjoy yourself. Love you. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. It's only a day away. See ya.